Dr. Krilov, Season 4, Episode 19 of The Blacklist. Wrestler's got his mind screwed. Mr. Kaplan's burning down all of red shit. Let's get going.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, it's such a sad start. Oh, it's so sad.
I was really hyped up until
I know, nothing.
Oh my God, it's a good song.
It is a good song. Welcome, everybody, to the Blacklist AFTERBUZZ After Show. My name is Joe Sanfelippo. I am joined by the lovely Julia Cearley.
What did you call
Julia?
Wait,
have you guys got some Julia?
again.
Julia Cearley.
There it is. Hi, everybody.
We are not joined by Joe Braswell because he is no longer a friend of the program, and I hate him, and I'm not going to say anything else.
None of these things are true. We love Joe Braswell.
Yeah, we do love Joe Braswell. He's a busy young man,
right
and
now.
I don't like him anymore because
Yes,
he's
you do.
a terrible human being. It is so nice to be here with you guys. This is episode 19 of season 4. Dr. Krilov. I don't remember how to pronounce it, but it was very Russian. Sounds very Russian to make your brain work. Lots went on this episode. Julia Cearley, what did you think of this episode?
I'm loving the Blacklist more than
I know!
ever right now.
It's so good.
It's so good. It's so much fun. And what I'm loving is that everything with the storyline is bringing everything together. Everything's fitting together kind of seamlessly. The post office, the Blacklisters, Lizzie's past, Mr. Kaplan, Red, their war. It's all coming together, and I am so 100% in. I don't even recognize myself in the mirror anymore.
I agree with you. I agree with you completely. I have a difficult time looking at myself in the mirror because you know what they did, and we talked about this last week. They let go of the Lizzie Red. Oh, if we tell them who the dad might be, then the whole thing falls apart. They kind of move past that, and the show's great now.
Yes, it's great.
They've freed themselves.
It's so much fun. Who knew that Mr. Kaplan was the key to Blacklist happiness?
Dude, I would say it's Special Agent Ed Hardy, but I don't think it is. I think it's Mr. Kaplan.
Everything.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And she's burning down all of Red's shit.
Yep,
and
she's an arsonist.
Serial arsonist. Isn't that what he calls her?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into this because there's so much to unpack here in this episode. And internets, please forgive us if we skip something because the kids are in charge. As we have, we get a little scattered. But if we do skip something, please feel free to remind us on the threads on YouTube or on what you call on iTunes. But we're going to do our best.
This was a jam-packed episode.
Lots of ish going on.
They did it so well. What is this show?
I know. Who are you frippin' people?
Oh, pardon my language.
Okay, so
right,
we get into this a little bit. Where do we start with this? We start with Dr. Krilov, right?
Dr. Krilov and some guy named Morgan, and he's erasing some memories.
Yes, we catch him in in media res. Wasn't that the Latin term in the middle of the action?
Oh,
I went to theater school. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
So
well, let me tell you some things. I went to a big school with letters that start with U. Ooh. But in media res, I think if I remember right, it's in media res. So you have the scene picking up in the middle, and he's got the guy he's brainwashing, right? Mm-hmm. And we pick up, and I love that in the middle of the brainwash. Who is this? I'm brainwashing someone. You want to brainwash somebody else? I'm coming. Okay. So I love that. He's like, well, I'm in the middle of some shit, but I'll get done with this guy in a minute. So we have a new assignment from Dr. Kaplan.
Mr. Kaplan.
Mr. Kaplan.
She's no doctor.
I just gave her a doctorate. That's not fair.
Did you also get to do that in your fancy school?
I guess we just bestow people doctorates.
Give people doctorates.
Would you like one? You look very fancy now. So we pull him off, and we don't know who he's going to be going after, but we do know that he's going to be coming to the U.S.
Yes, he is.
And we do know that so he's got a hotel that he's staying at, and I don't remember how they figured that out, but they figured that out. I don't remember. They figured it out. Whatever it was detective stuff, and they sorted it out. So we sorted out the hotel he was at. The hotel clerk wasn't going to give him the letter.
Nope.
Which I
love that he showed him the letter and gave it to her. It's like, oh no, you can't have that letter.
That's the only old school Blacklist thing that happened this episode. Where I was like, really? The guy's like, this is the letter you can't have. It's right here on the table, and I'm gonna put it away over here. And Liz, give me that damn letter. And he goes, you better have a warrant because I'm the guy behind the counter at the hotel.
Yes.
I've never worked at a hotel counter, but if the FBI comes into any job I'm doing, unless I'm in the middle of some nefarious ish of my own, I'm not asking for a warrant.
Well, I mean, it's a federal offense to tamper with someone's mail, is it not?
Yes, but are you going to be
the actual feds?
Do you know what I'm saying? If two FBI agents walk up to you and they're like, hey, I need that shit right there. would you be like, I need to see your warrant? Wouldn't I don't know about you. I'd be like, yeah, I guess. Can I see the FBI badge again? That looks really official. That's a gun. I guess. Here's what you want. That I'm just saying.
You're so easy.
I'm easy.
Oh no, I'd put up a fight.
Would you?
Yeah.
Oh,
a little
strong
bit.
move.
Yeah.
Strong move. Don't F with Julia Cearley.
Don't you F with me.
But I'm probably not going to make you
But
go to
I
the
will
warrant.
protect the shit out of your mail.
Boom! Your mail is safe with Cearley. Flippo, it's gone.
Gone.
Just
Gone.
fair warning.
In the wind.
You know what? If a neighbor asks for it, I'll probably give it to him. I'm just saying, don't leave me your mail. So,
All right, so Liz does a little grifter action.
which I always enjoy.
appreciate.
You know,
Sometimes we forget.
she's
She was
not
raised by a grifter.
Grifter.
She inherently is a grifter.
Sam raised a grifter.
She is not pink and perfect.
Not pink and perfect.
Kind of gross.
It's getting a little creepy. It's almost it's on along the lines of moist. It's one of those. It's unpleasant. I know. Pink, perfect, and I'm not going to say that word.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so we got the mail, and the mail is an invoice for a truck, right,
Yes,
or a shipping container.
For a shipping container, yes.
And then we go to the shipping container and
filled with medical supplies.
all the medical supplies.
Can't work without your medical supplies.
Can't do it. Can't be done.
But there's another.
But
There's another
wait,
way.
That's right. And then what was the other doctor's name?
That was Selma Orchard.
Selma. Now I don't
was
remember
the-
the storyline that happened before with Selma Orchard. Do you remember?
There was an episode where she helped Lizzie recover the memories of the fire in the house where she shot her father.
Okay, right.
Those were the memories that were repressed 25 years ago by Dr. Krilov.
We think, or maybe 2 years ago.
Well, both, apparently.
Oh, okay, so you think he dipped in twice.
Definitely, yeah. He was definitely hired by Red 25 years ago to erase that memory from Liz's brain.
So 25 and 2 would be the two times that we
Now
think.
he's claiming that he did it again 2 years ago. We'll get to that in a little
I'll
bit.
make you deal. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
but,
right.
I don't know. But so Dr. Selma Orchard, Dr. Bouvet, remember her? Dr. Bouvet on ER?
No.
That's what she was.
Oh, is that
Oh my
what
God,
that
I loved
was?
ER. Yes. Oh my God. Anyways, I digress. She's the one who recovered those memories for her.
Okay, so
So that's when Aram was saying, I remember last time we dealt with this, Lizzie, it was pretty unpleasant, because it was unpleasant.
oh, that's right. I remember, and she was in. Okay, I remember now. Yeah, she was all messed up. Okay, so that's the same doctor. So now we've got Dr. Krilov now has equipment for to make memory mess with someone's brain.
Duh.
Yeah. So we assume, all of us, I think, a little misdirection. We all assume it's Liz, and we are. Of
course.
Yes. Who else would it be? Because Lizzie, but not today.
Not today.
No. Dr. Kaplan, Mr. Kaplan, pardon me, is not messing around. She's taking them down one by one, but Lizzie's not at the top of that list.
That was such a great reveal, and I
It
love how
was.
they did it, with him in the car with Laurel Hitchin. I mean, we'll break down that storyline, but that reveal that it was him in the chair that whole time with the doctor, and he's having
I was so
memories
relieved because
implanted,
when they broke in, so he goes and he at whatever point he gets kidnapped, we're not really sure when that happens, but we break in on him in his mind anyway. It turns out we find later on interviewing the witness, telling her he can protect her. You got to come forward. Yada yada yada.
Hated her.
Hated her.
Oh my God, and her droopy face.
Anyway,
Sorry.
this seems mean, but yeah, it's true.
It was
so
mean.
it was.
I
It was,
I
yeah.
really mean.
So we cut over to then we have the flash
So
bomb.
that's when he got kidnapped.
Right. Well, no, I don't. Is that when he got kidnapped?
That's when he got kidnapped. They
Okay,
had
so-
to get him to that house.
So they get him to the house.
The police officer who called him when he was on the ice skating rink
Got
with,
it.
with what's his
So-
name, Gail, he was working with the doctor. They show that later.
So he gets.
So was the witness.
I get it. So they get him to the house. The flash grenade is where he gets kidnapped.
Yes.
And
well,
then
he
from
thinks that
there,
she's been kidnapped.
right.
That's his last real memory.
I
is
got
that
it.
she's being dragged away.
So the flash grenade is where he actually gets kidnapped. Everything from there out is the planted
Last
memories.
thing he sees is her being dragged away, but that was fake.
I got
mean,
it.
That was an act.
That was an act.
So really, he was the one being dragged
He's
away.
planting false memory.
Yes.
Okay. So then we have at that point we have wrestler
Mm-hmm.
tied to a chair, essentially getting implanted BS memories.
Yes, the memories of Laurel Hitchin picking him up.
That'll never happen.
She has this witness, Linda, and that wrestler is forcing her hand to get rid of this witness because he won't drop it.
So
'Cause he
this
wants another
that's
Boy
all
Scout
the fakey fake.
badge, she said.
And,
which
and
I love that.
I
little
like that
line.
line. That was good.
Yeah,
the Boy
I
Scout
wrote it down,
badge.
of course. But yeah, I loved it. It was
All
funny.
right. So all that is the implanted memories. In the meantime, Liz and Samar are they're dispatched in a weird. There were a couple of a couple of just like from what's his name. You go do this. Those are Those are the Star Trek episode.
Oh, from Cooper?
From Cooper. Those
He
are
was
the
just directing people around.
Yeah, those are the Star Trek episodes where it's just like he's a horror.
Yeah.
Like he's just, incoming message captain. He's just giving captain stuff, boss stuff.
It's fine.
So they're going to go. Now, what happens first here? Now, Mr. Kaplan, we got Mr. Kaplan in the meantime. That happens first. In the meantime, is burning down half of Red's entire universe with Werner.
With Werner.
With Werner.
Werner von Hauser.
Wow. That whole thing, I loved every part of that. I loved Werner.
Yes.
I loved the
Nicholas.
I loved the house in the country.
Oh.
I loved the whole storyline about Hans. I loved the story about the two maniac brothers that were hired, the $10 million. I loved that whole little side thing. I loved everything about it. I loved that it was a setup. I loved that Red acknowledges it was set up. One of my biggest regrets, and I loved everything about that.
Yes.
And I love
make an enemy a friend.
Yes, and it's such good stuff, dude. Create a problem,
so cool.
Solve it for him, and now you got a buddy for life.
Now you have like an amazing alliance. Take over the world.
Totally true too.
It was so cool. I love this episode,
It
man.
was so well done.
Yes.
I've said it for a long time. The less we see of one character, the whole thing seems to blossom. So Werner and the Hans thing, and so we have Red. Go ahead.
Well, so first we have Kaplan, who leads him there. P.S. I have been on a couple trains in Austria, and they never looked like that train.
They're not
I want to
that
be
nice.
on that train in Austria.
I love when they shoot on trains, because they don't shoot on trains, they shoot on train sets, because I love when they have to, they make everything match and they make everything work. But that particular train set was very too wide. They made it just too wide. It felt
huge.
It's
It's for shows like this that my first train ride in Europe was very disappointing.
Demanding
I was like,
disappointment.
what?
You're like,
what is this?
I'm sorry, I was told this train was 40 feet across. I don't know why it's not.
Anyways, I do digress.
Yes.
And so we have Red following Kaplan this whole time. I love having Red on, like, hot on her tail, and her always being one step ahead of him. I dig that. That's fun. So she leads him to Lucerne, which is Werner.
And I like the girl on the train. Quick little side note, I like the girl on the train. Are you Red? She said that you'd come through. Here's the phone.
Like that's
You're
our
kind
take
of a
from it.
dick.
Here's
But
the phone.
did she tell her to do that? Do you think Kaplan was like, and please, at the end of it all, kind of be a dick about it? I think throw a little asshole in there, just see how Red responds. So she gives Red the phone, and now Red and Kaplan got they got a little special bat phone to each other.
Yep. So now we have Kaplan in Lucerne with Werner. She's the one who tells him that Red has lied to him for these last 25 years. That she reveals the entire story to him, and we know this because Hans is we know what we're going to be talking about. It's going to be his sons because Hans was one of the bodies that's recovered
In the ice rink.
Yes, in the ice rink.
Yes.
Which can't wait to see in the following episodes what these other bodies are going to tell.
Lots of stuff coming out of the ice rink.
Yes. Oh, poor Werner. He was so heartbroken.
He was, and he wasn't a nice man anyway. You got to keep this in mind. Anybody we deal with in the Blacklist, these are not nice people. You got to keep in mind, Werner's probably whacked plenty of Austrians in his time, and various other Europeans and whoever else. He runs a criminal empire.
Yeah.
So he loves his son Hans, and I respect that. But he's killed a lot of people. I mean, we shouldn't feel too much for
But
Werner.
still, this is a 25-year relationship alliance that was built on a lie.
Built on a lie, but of course we find out Red is still the smartest guy in the room because
Oh yes, Nicholas.
And Nicholas shoots people good.
Real good.
Like boom.
I didn't see that coming.
No!
There was so much fun misdirection in this
Oh.
episode. This was the least predictable episode of the Blacklist ever.
And I love that Red went into it was still like with the open hand, like, okay, maybe we don't have to do it this way. He's like, oh shit, we do.
He knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
He always knows
But
shit's gonna happen.
but I liked that there was
He
like
planted Nicholas there 25 years ago from the get-go.
and did not tell Mr. Kaplan.
Nope.
Mr. Kaplan didn't know about Nicholas. There's things you people don't know.
So did Mr. Kaplan think that Red was just gonna be killed? And
Yeah.
that was it? It was over?
I think so.
Huh.
I think so. But I mean, it's a no-lose move for Kaplan either way, right? So even if there is a way for Red to get out of it, she still burned down half his empire.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really no downside. Does
There's
that make
nothing
sense?
he can do now. He's completely abandoned in Austria.
Yeah, and he's got no plane, he's got no shipping, he's got none of the things that Werner did for him.
No.
That's
and it
all
was
gone.
interesting when Nicholas was talking about, it's going to be a civil war. Like, this is a house divided now.
And that's interesting because now you've still got all these enterprises that have been run through through Werner's organization. Somebody has to control that, and power hates a vacuum. Power abhors a vacuum. I think that's how the phrase goes. But so anyway, Nicholas at this point is in a position to take all that over if he wins the Civil War.
Yeah.
but we'll see about that later on. I suspect we're not done seeing Nicholas.
I hope not. I liked
he
him.
was great.
Yeah.
I love those guys that are like so. You see them in real life and you see them in the movies too. That are just so well kept. They're trim. They keep themselves trim. They keep themselves in good shape, and they're just well maintained, tight little guys. I love that. Tight little. He's a little guy. He's not a huge guy, but he's boom boom boom, fast.
I didn't know you love tight little guys.
I came out terribly. All right. Well, we all learned something today. maybe I should do some self-examination. Maybe there's some things about me I didn't.
No judgment here. If you like tight little guys, I support you 100%. We've been friends a very long time.
Yeah, I learned a lot today.
Yeah,
I'm so glad.
So did I.
Bum, bum, bum.
So did the rest of the AfterBuzz Blacklist universe.
Well, whoever's listening. That's a good producer right there.
Yes, it is. That made me laugh.
So now we're finished with the Austrians. We know what's going on over there. We know that Werner is dead. A lot of his guys are dead. And we have a big civil war going on. And Red and Dembe are hiking through the Austrian forest.
Yes.
Essentially.
Here's my question.
Yeah.
If Red had in fact been killed by Werner, would Kaplan just sort of stop everything?
I think so.
Because now she's so intent on taking down the post office as well because they refused to cut ties with Red. So now that's the whole reason that Wrestler was her target.
Well, if she ends Red, it's over. Don't you think?
So then she just walks away? Do you think she'd be satisfied with that?
That's a good question. What do you think, interwebs? Okay, so do you think if presumably Werner had actually killed Red, do you think Kaplan would have been like, all right, deuces, I'm done?
Or would she continue on her mission to, make right all the wrongs that she has helped commit?
So you think that even if she killed Red, there's a possibility she would keep?
Yeah, I'm just wondering.
All right. Well, tell us what you think. Let us know. I mean, I would be curious to know what you guys think about that because I hadn't thought about that. I really don't have an opinion.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Think about it.
I mean, I guess I would think that she'd be done. Like, wash your hands, moving on. But maybe not.
There were a lot of bodies that she uncovered.
A lot of bodies. Let the bodies hit the floor. All right. So we've moved on. We got Red and Dembe in Austria, and eventually they wind up in, it looks like a cattle car, with some sheep and...
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that little exchange with the kid when he puts the hat on
Isn't
the
that
kid's
nice?
head. It was like, ooh, that's the next generation of Red Reddingtons right there.
Little humanizing of this guy. Oh, I like those kids. I'll whack a bunch of fools, but I like that kid right there. He's cute. Okay, so we've also got, we've got, in the meantime, obviously Wrestler has had his mind massively effed with. And so Wrestler thinks he's on a mission from God to go bring down our friend Laurel Hitchens, who is not our friend.
She's not our friend.
Not our friend.
She did, in fact, kill Revan Wright.
She did. There's no question.
This is truth. But he has fake memory, so that would not hold up in court.
Nope. Nope. I do want to point out that that he's kidnapped after the flash grenade goes off. He's tied to a chair. He's injected with propofol and various other drugs. He has memories implanted and still has time to shave. I have so much respect for Wrestler's commitment to being clean-shaven. I cannot begin to express. I've never seen a man more interested in shaving. He should be doing Gillette commercials. The fact that he is not doing something for Harry's or Gillette is just absurd. Gillette needs to call him. And they could have a whole campaign like when you need to shave 6 times a day.
Like Tom had with the Mustangs.
I'm telling you, Gillette, you're missing a huge opportunity here. This guy shaves every 15 minutes. Whether or not he's tied to a chair, it doesn't even matter.
Oh, good God.
Okay, so Wrestler is now he's been programmed to go out and they're obviously going to dump him. Now, where are they going to dump him? They're going to dump him at Laurel Hitchens' house.
Yeah, they dump him in Laurel Hitchens' house because they programmed his mind to think that he set like a tracking device in her car and he followed her.
Right,
there.
he dumped the phone.
His
Right.
And then he followed the pings from his phone. So now he's outside. He is convinced that Laurel Hitchen has this Linda witness woman and that they're torturing her, going to kill her, and that it's his fault.
Right.
That he forced her hand to do such a thing. So now he is on a mission to get in there and save the witness so he can avenge Revan Wright's death.
Got it. But in the meantime, Liz and Samar, we hunt down because that's right, because the equipment from the doctor has a Wi-Fi built in for upgrades. For upgrades.
Yeah.
Goddamn upgrades.
So smart.
It's just they're appling us. They're just you know what? We're going to upgrade your iTunes right now and destroy everything that you're used to. So is that how they do it? Apparently with memory machines too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you know you're due for an upgrade, right? I don't want to do an upgrade. I like the way this works right now.
I avoid it like nobody's
it's
business.
it's like a plague.
Everything, and it's just like the road to having to get a new phone.
Oh, it sucks so much.
They're good. They're so smart.
You got your iTunes all set the way you like it. You know where everything is. Oh, we're gonna change that. Why? We're Apple. We have to. Bye. Okay, so we know that they're gonna change. They're gonna change the doctor's iTunes, and that's how they're gonna track this guy.
Do you think that in messing with wrestlers' memories, they also sort of messed with the chemistry of his brain, because he is usually quite the Boy Scout, but he was losing it.
He was firmious.
He was losing it. He was pulling guns on what was that, a senator or
an ambassador.
Ambassador.
The Korean ambassador.
The ambassador on Laurel Hitchin. He's a wild man.
He's out of control. But I think that that's part of the programming. I think that I think you're right. I think that they like amped up his like in what's the show that Westworld, they amped up his aggression a little bit there. They tapped it a couple
I still
times.
have to watch it. I have it all on my DVR.
So damn good. If you have not watched Westworld, you absolutely should. Okay, so in the meantime, Liz and Samar have found...
They found the doc.
Due to the upgrades.
Yep.
They found the doctor. And the doctor is very comfortable in this knowledge. You're at the FBI. I want to see my lawyer.
Yes.
I don't say nothing without talk to my lawyer.
But then Liz goes crazy.
She goes full-blown Conrad Murray
nuts.
on his ass. She says, I will inject you with propofol. How much? I don't know.
I don't know much about it, but let's see what happens.
And she sticks him.
She does.
Boom!
Yep.
I don't like needles.
That's the second time we've seen that, though. Remember when Alexander Kirk stuck Red, but didn't push down on the plunger?
I don't like it.
Good move.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If you don't have the proper
it's
training,
like the new pen to the neck.
Is that it? Stab, stab.
Stab, stab.
So, and I like the threat too. I like the way she rolled it out. Like, I don't know, can I inject this directly into you? What kind of damage will that do? I'm not sure.
I don't know. Let's find out.
Let's figure it all out. And he buys it. He goes. He's in for it. She's gonna Michael Jackson his ass, and he don't want any part of that.
Oh, Michael Jackson.
Oh,
I miss that guy.
I know. Never gonna have another one. No. So she says, okay, well, you need to tell me, to quote Braswell, tell us where the bomb is.
Yeah.
And so tell us where you sent Wrestler. So eventually he gives up the whole thing.
And tell her he does.
Yes, and then we chase over to Laurel Hitchens, and of course we talk Wrestler down off the ledge.
Just in the nick of time.
In the nick of time. And then
showing his blown out veins in his hands.
Yes, like look at your hands. You bruised up, and they don't show him on his dome, but it's there too.
Well, that was
from the flash grenade.
His head. Yeah.
That's true.
That was always going to be there.
That would not have been important.
This was a fun character episode for Wrestler.
Yeah.
He got to do fun shit.
He got to do some I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
He got to do some damn it, tell me where the bomb is.
He got to do some acting.
Yeah.
And he was great at it.
And he shaved 46 times.
Oh my God, he had the
I won't let it go. I enjoyed it very much. And Lizzie comes in, and Lizzie does the I'm gonna get you, Laura Hitchens, eventually. And she sounded very.
You're not the victim. You're a murderer.
You're a murderer.
And one of these days, we're going to prove it.
I couldn't remember the line that made me say that was the one.
Yeah.
You're not the victim. You're a murderer. Okay, so we know that Laura Hitchens is a murderer, and she is the one who did kill Reverend Wright. And now we know that Lizzie is hell bent, gonna get her.
Oh yeah. But then Wrestler got arrested.
So
either way, whether he had shot Laurel Hitchin or he didn't and he was stopped, Mr. Kaplan still got her way, and he's still going down in some form.
Pulling out pieces of the team.
One by
one. Plucky.
Because they didn't walk away from Red when Kaplan told them
When she told him. So Wrestler is, if you picture it as a chess game, Wrestler is off the damn board. He's out, regardless.
Yep, he's in custody.
He's in custody. My man is in, I don't even know if he has shaving privileges in prison.
Oh my God. What he will really go insane.
How does that work?
He's going to turn then. He's going to flip. He's
flip the
tell
whole script.
Just for a damn razor.
Give me a razor. I'll tell you anything you want.
Basin.
All I want is some warm water, some soap, and a razor. I'll tell you anything you want.
Okay, guys, up there, Golden Toe and Andrew Martin. Hi, everybody.
Oh, look at that. There's all our fun people.
Yeah, nice to see you guys. I'll have to go back and read everything you said.
Okay. One thing we're skipping, though, and we haven't talked about that we need to talk about, is Special Agent Ed Hardy. A.K.A. Julian Gale.
A.K.A. Julian Gale.
I'm going to call him Special Agent Ed Hardy. I have to. Special Agent Ed Hardy, and we've already established that he is...
A close talker?
I guess. I'm pretty sure that's sexual harassment, Special Agent Ed Hardy.
God.
At the very least, you have a pretty good chance you're going to have to sit down with somebody from HR and have a quick talk about how close it is to be appropriate. How close is appropriate to the girls?
How close is too close?
Because my understanding of HR and government is there's an actual this is how close you're allowed to be, and you're making all the girls uncomfortable.
Yes.
Julian, no, we don't care that your name is you're not a girl and you're not allowed to talk that close. So Special Agent Julian Gale eventually gets Liz over to the ice rink of death.
Yes, he does. He's been trying and trying and trying. She has been avoiding his calls. I mean, for all his douchiness, he's right.
No, he's the right guy.
Yeah, he's uncovering it all.
He's just bedazzled as all get out and uncomfortable making.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got it right. But that last scene.
Oh, Christ. Can I get a little closer to you? Can I make you feel a little weird?
Oh my God, I love dates. How about this date? How about this date? How about this date? And then my favorite. I wanted you to see them.
Yeah, I
didn't want you to see me.
I wanted you to see them. Them.
He already got their forgiveness.
Oh, he's already asked. I don't know if he got it. He asked.
Oh, he's already asked. You're right.
But she hasn't, because she's an a-hole in Julian Gale's mind, because he doesn't know. And was it SC7 or SC? Yeah.
SCI7.
SCI7.
Yeah. I mean, he's on to them.
SCI7.
They went on the run together for like a year.
Yeah, he knows what's up. He knows what time it is.
Yeah, like they're buds.
Yeah.
Lord knows. The only reason that she's this like super agent is because of him.
And
he knows.
I like that he put it all together.
Yes.
I wish the character was a little less polarizing. All right, that's a nicer way to douche-tastic. That's a good way to put it. But he's putting it all together, and I like that there's an outside somebody putting it all together. I will say that he apparently went to the Ray Kroc McDonald's School of FBIing because he yelled at that agent, "Why you got empty hands, Georgie? You know I don't like empty hands."
Oh God.
I'm like, that's like the Ray Kroc. If you got time to lean, you got time to clean.
Well, I have a.
That's all I'm saying. That's like that's the McDonald's management version of the FBI.
That's funny. Okay, so I have a technical question.
I think you should ask it.
Is it sanitary or appropriate to leave all these bodies there for days on end?
I'm not sure.
Like, why don't we take it to a proper morgue or a proper coroner's office?
Well, and here's another question. That's a quote there with the douchiest douche to ever douche.
That's a nice quote, though.
Golden Toe 3. I got a couple questions about that now that you brought it up. I don't know. I don't know what the rules are.
Is that where we like identify bodies now?
And we just leave them there?
I just leave them there for days on end? I mean, I guess they're on ice.
I was going to say, or maybe you kind of do the math. You go, there's 86 of them. I can't put 86 bodies in any given morgue. I don't have the room.
Yeah.
And this is ice, and they've been pretty much on ice since they got put here. So, I mean, we can just do it here.
They're pretty decomposed for being on ice. I mean, I saw Encino Man, and Brendan Fraser looked great.
He popped right the fuck out. I mean, not for nothing. El queso está muy viejo. ¿Dónde está el sanitario? I learned Spanish from that movie. That's the cheese is old and moldy. And where's the bathroom? But
I love that movie so much.
So good, so good. For those of you who've never seen Encino Man,
oh my God, it's the
I'm
best.
sorry, and you should go see it right now.
Get out right now. Go see it.
And his Spanish saves his life from the bad gangsters. You remember?
Yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
right, man. Oh, she's no good.
Oh God.
But here's the question I got. Practical thing. Somebody owns that ice skating rink.
Yeah.
And some kid is not going to ice skating practice right now.
Oh no.
And there's a junior league ice hockey team who's not practicing.
What if we're stymieing the next like?
That's what I'm
Tara
saying.
Pinsky, was that her name?
I don't know. Somebody. There's a beautiful ice dancer in whatever the hell, whatever that is not going to. Right now, she's missing her like last lead up to Olympic trials because they have fucking red burning stuff down. That's what you call collateral damage. Right now, there's a career in ice dancing that has probably been stymied by the amount of time the FBI has needed this ice skating rink, and she'll never get that time back.
Think of the children, man.
Think of the children.
Think of the sacrifices.
Damn it!
You know that kid's getting up at like 3 a.m. every day to make it to practice before school.
And now I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Where's she going?
I don't know, man.
I'll tell you where she's not practicing.
At that
ice skating rink of the dead.
The dead.
It's not happening. Corpsey Corpse's ice skating rink and Froyo Emporium.
Oh God, and think about the and then think about like the mind F that they've been like living on this ice filled with dead bodies.
She's been doing triple Lundies or whatever the hell it is that you do. You know she's at home. She's crying right now. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. She's never going to skate again. Maybe mom's lied to her, though. Maybe mom's been like, no, there was just a child molester there. That's why. You think, what do you tell your kid?
What do you tell your kid?
Do you do like the, hey, Susie, you've been skating over the corpses for months or years? Or do you say like, we don't go there anymore? I don't know.
I don't know, but we're really trying to unpack this.
I'm just saying there's some practical shit going on here.
Worried about the kids.
I do want to say one more thing about Dr. Krilov. And we were trying to figure out, because I love this actor, and he's been all over the place, and he's like my favorite actor that does this, the grizzled Russian character.
Are you gonna say it? Oh yes, do it.
We were trying to figure out why we don't know his name, and then we looked it up, and we're like, it's unpronounceable. That's why. Rade Serbidejizga. I know that was butchered. Rod. You think it's Rod? Rada Serbidejizga. See, this is why. So I feel terrible that I butchered your name, but I have loved you for many years, and I think you did a terrific job. And the last thing we got to talk about is the last scene there, where he lets her know, "I'll make a deal with you, and I'll tell you.
Yes.
I'll tell you what we planted in Wrestler, and I'll tell you what we took out of Wrestler, and I'll tell you what I did to you 2 years ago." And she's like, 25 years ago, and he's like.
25 years ago.
25 years ago, you're confused, and he's like, no, 2 years ago. And she's like, what? And we're all like, what?
And then her usual response to anyone who gives her any information, you're lying.
You're lying.
You're lying. I don't believe you.
It isn't true.
I don't believe you.
She spends so much time on that Luke. Do it again. Hit it again.
I don't believe you.
She spends so much time equivalent on that Luke Skywalker. It isn't true. She spends so much time in The Empire Strikes Back. It isn't true that it borders on the absurd. So this is where we left this whole thing. We don't know where it's going to go now, but something happened 2 years ago.
2 years ago, and she calls Red out on it, and Red flat out, and we all know Red doesn't lie to Liz.
Wow.
Red said no.
No,
I didn't do that.
That wasn't me.
That wasn't me.
But
I've only hired him once. I hired him 25 years ago. I already told you that. I didn't do it 2 years ago. But he's saying, the doctor, Krilov, is saying to Lizzie that she found out something about Red and he couldn't have that. Now, when he says he couldn't have that, he didn't necessarily say Red couldn't have that.
Right.
It could have been someone else that hired him.
Ooh. All right, well, we don't know what it was, so I guess we're going to find out.
I guess.
I think we've covered everything in this episode that we care to cover.
I think so.
Time to move on to. Do you feel anything that we missed?
I don't think so. No, I think we really got it somehow.
It's probably time to move on to predictions.
Uh-oh.
And now, your AFTERBUZZ TV predictions.
What do you got, Julia Cearley?
Well, I'm imagining in the next episode, what do we have? 3 left? 2 left after this? Not much.
17.
What?
Left. 46. 309 episodes.
I wonder who the next post office guy is going to be. Probably a Rom, maybe, to take out.
Oh, no.
I know. I think
How do you take out a
Kaplan,
Rom? All you have to do is have a box of kittens somewhere and you can take a Rom out because he's so nice, he'll go and save him.
I know. All roads, I think, for Kaplan lead to Dembe and getting to Dembe to turn on Red. That's going to be like
What's
her
in the
end
box?
game. What's in the box? And I'm kind of sad that Braz wasn't here to make fun of me because they referred to her multiple times as princess. And I'm like, Jules in those damn corsets. I told you she was a princess. She's a Romanov.
She's fucking Anastasia.
She's a descendant of Anastasia. I am sticking by that theory. It's going to blow your mind. Season like 84,
right,
when it's finally revealed.
She's a Romanov.
Yes.
She was on ice from 1918 when they killed it, when they whacked that family. I may have that date
Jules
wrong.
in the corsets. She's a princess.
Oh, and then the music comes up.
For reals, I think that roads lead to Dembe.
You think all roads lead to Dembe? Okay.
Kaplan, that's the pinnacle for her.
Well, obviously, I saw the preview, so I mean, I know that Kaplan and Red have to join forces to some degree or another because somebody's going to kidnap Liz, and God, why? But they're going to rescue her, I guess. So I got nothing. That's obviously what's coming. But I have enjoyed this arc tremendously. And
this is so much fun. Now I'm sad it's coming to an end.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I hope good things. And I don't really have anything else to add to it. Juliet, where can the children find you?
Oh, children, you can find me on where? Instagram and Twitter with my name,
Damn
Julia
right.
Cearley, JuliaCearley. And guys, this is what he's scribbling. It's absolutely
give me
nothing.
that. Nothing.
It's nothing. They were
No,
asking.
this is
It's
very.
nothing.
This is important
He just draws
stuff.
lines the whole time. Nothing good.
And
Nothing
you can
fun.
find me on the Twitters at Joe Flippo, JoeFlippo. It was a pleasure, you guys. Have a beautiful night, and we will see you next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.